Good evening, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the Sandbox Love Podcast. Let's talk ball. In this episode, we're going to talk about, the big man in the middle, Joel Embiid, 76ers, going down with a season-ending injury. Man, prayers up to Joel Embiid. I hope he gets well soon. It's just unfortunate at the end of the day. Like he continues to just suffer from chronic injuries, and he's been out pretty much since the beginning of the year. Just spot duties coming in and out. So for Philadelphia, they finally get the call and figure out now that he's going to be out for the remaining of the season, and I think they get the plan now, their future, and maybe possibly draft a backup big man for him just in case he goes down again. But again, too, this is not their first rodeo with Joel Embiid and season-ending injuries, right? Um, you know what? I look back at the decision now in regards to Joel Embiid playing in the Olympics, right? Like really and truly, you gambled with his season, allowed him to play in the Olympics, and he can't even, play a bulk of games for his professional club. It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation for him, unfortunate situation for the 76ers. And, if I'm the 76ers moving forward, they have to really, look at the draft this year and try to find a replacement. Or, listen, you're never going to find a replacement for a guy that gives you 30 and 13, right? You're not going to find a replacement. But, if you can find a backup big now that can fill in, when Joel Embiid eventually goes down, then that's a great position to be in, right? And for the 76ers now, I just feel like, where do you go from here, right? Joel Embiid going down for the season is bad news, but you know what's good news for the 76ers? Podcast P now taking a break from podcasting and, dedicating himself to his full-time first job, which is playing for the 76ers. I think for the young guys too, his leadership and his just locker room presence are definitely going to be a plus for them moving forward, right? There's going to be a lot of young guys on that roster now that are going to get, opportunity to play. Let's be honest, right? Philadelphia now they haven't had a good season all year, right? So they're really trying to find answers in a lot of positions. The only thing that's really consistent for them is Tyrese Maxey. But, for other guys on the team, I think it's a great opportunity now just to find your footing in the NBA, period, right? If it's not with the 76ers, it could be with another team, right? So moving forward, the 76ers have a lot of questions to answer. And, you know, it's bad that, Joel Embiid now is gone for the remaining of the season, but it kind of puts everything in perspective now. Hey, listen, we got to look at, future-wise, what they're going to do with the center position. And at the same time, too, you know, um, what are we going to do with guys like Paul George and his massive contract, and some of the other guys like Oubre on the team, right? Like what position, what footing does he have in the organization moving forward, right? So it's a lot of opportunity for other guys, but at the same time too, now the Philadelphia 76ers have to look themselves in the mirror and figure out now, is Joel Embiid really our future? And if he's not our future now, where can we look now to find not a replacement? Because you can't replace 30 points and 13 rebounds. Like, you're not replacing that, right? But you can draft a younger player now that can back him up when Joel Embiid eventually does go down, right? So, and Podcast P now just taking a break from podcasting. Um, it's just great. It's just great for him just to focus on, the main thing. And the main thing is basketball and playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. And so that's a bonus, right, for the 76ers, that Paul George is going to concentrate full time, devote his time to playing basketball. So that's a good thing. But it sucks that Joel Embiid is gone for the remaining of the season. But again, Philadelphia's been playing without Joel for the whole season, right? So it's nothing new. It's just a headline. They're going to continue on and hopefully do well. I think they'll do better with Paul George just taking a break from podcasting and just focusing on basketball. For sure, you're going to get better results. He was averaging 17 points before that. Like, I couldn't remember the last time Paul George averaged 17 points, right? Especially on a team that definitely needs his playmaking, definitely needs his facilitating, right? Let Maxi run the wing, let Maxi run and jump and score. Um, PG, just go in there and just be the playmaker you were when you played for the Clippers, and I think everything will be okay for the Philadelphia 76ers. But again, tell me what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Peace.